What's good, sisters and brothers of the Divine Mother, gods, goddesses, beautiful souls? Welcome if you're new. Welcome back if you're returning. My name's Jaman. Before we get into it, I want to take a second to say thank you for sharing this space of existence with me. Hope you're having a great day, feeling loved and blessed. Know that each of you are all of those things. Hope you've been able to connect with all the signs and synchronicities that the universe, Mother Nature, God, your highest self, your own soul has to provide for you simply through your awareness from the numbers you see, the animals you see, the insects you see. Everything can be a message if you're open to interpreting what it is that is being communicated to you. So without further ado, I'm gonna jump into this reading here. I'm gonna see what is in store for those who are watching with whom this will resonate with. Remember, take what applies, let the rest fly. Don't try and force a message if it doesn't fit for you. Sorry, that 1:11 on the clock. You may want to check out any numbers that get mentioned throughout the reading, or look up anything that really draws to your awareness to see if there's a deeper meaning for you. And yeah, I'm gonna get into it. So, before we begin, there's an heavy emphasis and overlying energy within the collective at this time of really tapping into what it is that is in alignment with your soul. Each person living their path from an alignment with their greatest and highest good. I'm going to be starting off with messages from the Spirits of Nature Oracle. It's a really big emphasis on the energy of sovereignty, though. On actions. Cause and effect. Universal laws. Like even societal laws. Like there's many different rules and regulations and laws and things which are put in place to help us govern our lives, but ultimately it comes down to, like, it's a choice, like what it is that we choose to follow individually. And there are, like, our actions have consequences, so it's like giving the energy of having one's own moral compass, but also as an energy of again deciding what it is that is in alignment with your life and your path, and what it is that you choose to follow and allow to be a guiding force within your life, but also being aware of consequences to actions. And that's not necessarily in a negative way, but just in each action has a reaction. And having an awareness of that. Even in regards to choosing how it is that one chooses to lead their life, or what it is that one chooses to follow. What it is that we utilize for our own lives that is beneficial for the alignment of our own individual soul's path. And that's still in connection to the greater whole of the collective, like collective humanity. Like there's no separation really. It's part of the illusion, the Maya. So yes, starting off with the messages from the Spirits of Nature Oracle cards. please. What is the message for collective at this time? That is way too many. What message is meant to come out at this time? Card number 9, Dandelion, Healing. Let me get one more card first. About this. One more card, please. What is the message meant to come out for those watching at this time? Card number 11, Diamond, Radiance. So I feel like this goes with what I was just thinking of. So with the Dandelion Healing card, the first thing that came to mind was the energy of healing of any shame, guilt, trauma patternings. Yeah, top of the deck we have 36, Snake, Shedding. It's giving the energy of honoring all the quirky, what is the word? Eccentricities. Like all the quirky, eccentric parts and aspects that is what makes each of us unique as individuals, but sometimes can be seen as different from what is maybe normalized, is the word that's coming through. But honoring one's uniqueness, honoring the uniqueness within others. This is an energy of healing, though, of shame and guilt patterns for maybe things that you consider make you different, but that are part of what make you stand out, is what's part of your brilliance, your radiance, what makes you this diamond. There's an energy of release from all the pressures and the stresses of life that have been accumulated thus far. The energy of seeing the gem that you are is very heavy within just these two cards here, the Dandelion, the Healing, and the Diamond, the Radiance. Strong solar plexus energy. As well as sacral chakra. Big energy on easing into the softness of life. Again, releasing the need for things to be unnecessarily hard. like to just be a creation of unnecessary pressure. But again, there's also this energy of honoring everything that you've been through that has helped to create the diamond that you are. An honoring of just how far you've come, all that you've been through, all that you've healed through, all that you've released through, all of it, all that you've softened through. Situations that could have made you hard. Like is in a hardened heart or a hardened exterior. They softened you, but they only increased the clarity of the brilliance of this diamond energy, the radiance of it. All right. Could have an extremely healing aura at this time. Really exuding this solar plexus energy, as well as throat chakra. Bottom of the deck is mountains. Stand your ground. And that's giving that energy of that sovereignty. Eagles, see from a higher perspective. Alrighty, please. Through the Angels and Ancestors Oracle cards, what for the viewer at this time? I'm not being guided to take these both, but to definitely mention them. Shield Maiden, make plans and focus. And then we have the Sun card, enjoy success and happiness. 13:14 was just on the clock. So some of you could be planning like a vacation or some activity that you really enjoy. This could also be making plans in regards to businesses for some of you that you have. Definitely the energy of entrepreneurs. And that your business plans are protected, as well as setting intentions and goals for the next cycle. Again, but planning for something of joy as well. A time of excitement, summer, bask in joy and light. Alrighty, please. Through the Angels and Ancestors Oracle cards, what message is meant to come out at this time? Spring. See your seeds grow. this is also drawing me back to that energy of seeing the ways in which you've grown, all the ways in which you've healed. Let's see your seeds grow. It's giving that energy of receiving harvest. Seeds have been planted in the spring. We're coming into the fall season. You're very, very rapidly with the end of summer approaching. We're in August, September. Like, we've already reached beyond that halfway point. Getting the fall months is going to be a very fertile cycle for some of you, for a lot of you, as well as a lucky time period. As well as calm. Maybe having more time to, or just being in the energy more of connecting to self. Being in the energy of lavender, so working with lavender incense could be very beneficial for some of you. Or just aromatherapy. Jasmine tea, dandelion tea. What else, please? Winter, take care of your needs. As we enter into this fall season that's coming up, there's an energy within the collective that is coming to the surface. I feel like for some, this is healing of survival mentality. Top of the deck again, snake, shed old skin. I think that was the top of the deck for this one, snake, shedding. Snake, shed old skin. So it's like there's a this could be unconscious patterning that is being shed, but it's giving like a subconscious energy within the collective that is also rising to the surface, which is being released, is being transmuted and alchemized. As well as just a reminder and call to check in with self. Again, make sure that we're pouring into ourselves to be able to have the energy to receive what it is that we're meant to, and those seeds that have been planted. Make sure that as you're pouring from your cup, that you're also filling your cup. There's a major healing threshold that's being crossed, like as a collective whole. The seeds of diamond consciousness have been grounded. And they're taking root and they're growing. This isn't something that happens overnight. This isn't something that happens necessarily, of course, on a collective level within within our lifetime. But there's a shift that's happening on a collective level through the healing that's happening, which is grounding the seeds for the higher consciousness of Earth, for the healing of Earth, for the healing of all of us. And again, it's a personal choice, but the seeds are there. All it takes is the right nurturing and the right, the actions to nurture said seeds within each of us. It's also a reminder that we each have the ability to heal. It largely has to do with mind state. Feel called to pull from the Transformation Oracle cards next. We're going to do that. It's 22:55 is just on the clock. See a dragonfly. See a tadpole swimming in front of me. All right. For those watching through the Transformation Oracle cards, please, what is the message? I'm not being guided to take both of these, but to mention them. We have card number 2 of the fire element, purification. And then we have card number 6 of the fire element with strengthen. Again, we're hitting the tipping point, yo. It's hitting the tipping point in which, again, as a whole, we're not willing to stand for the same things that we've allowed to happen on a collective level. Getting that energy of sovereignty again, stepping into sovereignty, embodying that more. What else, please? Through the collective. Or for the collective. Card number 5 of the earth element, arrest. But during this, with this energy of rest, there's awakening. Deep awakening of the inner strength of, all of us, the collective. Alrighty, card number 11 of the air element, reversal. Giving a lot of energy of the feminine on a collective scale, like nationwide, worldwide. An energy which has long been not even dormant or asleep, but just not more consciously acknowledged and present. It's rising. Awakening. Alright, Beyond Lemuria cards here. Gonna see what else wants to come out. Deeper awakening of the intuitive nature of humanity. More conscious awareness of that. That rest card, it's like those eyes open in between. It's like in ways in which we were asleep to certain illusions of reality and life around us. To ourselves even. It's like there's awakening of this. It's peeling back the layers of that Maya. Earth, nurture, and nature. Card number 14 of the earth element. And deeper awakening of the heart of humanity. The infinite. Realizing that connection to the infinite. The absolute, the all. To that source point from which we all come from, we'll return to. Polarity, please. From the Beyond the Moray deck. Hold messages for those watching. Alright. Card number 28. Gracious Receptivity. And then card number 36. Manifestia. We got to get one more. What else, please? Last card. Card number 48. Surrender. Again, it's that energy of surrendering into, or softening into life. Surrendering the need for things to be overcomplicated or unnecessarily hard. Surrendering to being receptive to the blessings, those seeds that you planted, to your own nurturing, your own healing, to rest. Again, it came through in the last message, but another message here of the awareness of conscious creation that each of us do within our lives, just sometimes on a more unconscious level. But like, your words are magic. You create your life with like the things that we tell ourselves, the things that we speak, the things that we think, with our actions. Again, but surrendering into the sweetness of life, your milk and honey. I'm getting Hangman energy here with the reversal card as well as with the surrender card. Gaining new perspective. Message of a key of healing within your hands. This gracious receiving healing. Receiving the key to your own healing. Again, a shift in mind state. Also gifting that key of healing. Again, even as a healer, it's not like actually healing somebody per se, but triggering the remembrance within somebody else that they have their own key to healing, that they are able to heal themselves. Sometimes it's just an external catalyst that starts the internal or triggers the remembrance for the internal process to happen. Kiwi. I keep seeing kiwi when I look at this Manifestia card. It's kind of like one of the flowers, but I'm not getting the fruit so much as the bird, so might want to look up what the spiritual significance or meaning of the bird, the kiwi, is. I don't know what that is, so I would look it up, but I cannot currently. Some I'm getting the energy of surrendering different beliefs or like ways of thinking. This could be maybe like traditions that have been passed down, but for some I'm also getting the energy of surrendering to like traditions that have been passed down. Receiving gracious receptivity with the healing card, receiving like an ancestral key, like a spiritual gift. This is happening for some of you during the fall months. For some of you, you're already tapped into this, but it's going to be integrating more in this like fall winter season. Whenever that is, whether you're being like the northern or the southern hemisphere. In which case, like, the seasons will be reversed. For some of you, it's a harvest time. Like, again, there's something arriving that's time for you to receive with this gracious receptivity, the surrender, and the manifestia. So surrendering to receiving. But again, with that, see your seeds grow. It's time for, like, I don't know what it is, but it's time to receive something. Getting the energy of Hecate. As well as Lakshmi. Athena. Card number 13, top of the deck, air, paradigm shift. I'm getting, this is also like really in relation to the air element, like the mind. seeing new perspective, being open to new perspective. Tapping more into communication, co-creation. Card number 21. But what I was about to say before that was more soul star activation for some, or like tapping more into that. Grab some oracle cards from the Mother Earth Mandala Oracle. I really like this deck. Spending time out in nature, in the sun, activating light codes. The light body activations here. I'm seeing the Merkaba here in the hands that are open. Alright, please. Through the Mother Earth Mandala Oracle cards, please. What is the message for the viewer? Blooming Earth, yeah, man, like 39. Blooming Earth, though. That's getting laid right on top of the Diamond Radiance card, and also right on top of the See Your Seeds Grow. So we have the Blooming Earth, like that rising consciousness. Card number 18, Golden Soul. Again, another emphasis on spending time out in nature in the sun. Helping your soul to bloom. Balancing and rising, like the yin yang. Card number 15, bottom of the deck, Halo. Last card, please, from this deck. number 42, Moon Candy. And then, I don't know how well you can see it, but we have like the moon, then we have like the 2 crescent moons. So it's drawing me back to that energy of Hecate, as well as Hathor now, Goddess Isis, or Aset. Moon mysteries. Again, there's a spiritual gift that is either activating or that you've already activated and is integrating or has been integrated. And that's coming online for some of you. This has to do with that again, this is an awakening and a greater awareness of the collective intuition, that feminine intuitive aspect within each of us. Moon Candy, blooming earth, the golden soul. Going back to that halo card, and then with this blooming earth, the yin and yang, the polarities, we have the 42 Moon Candy, the golden soul. It's giving me that sun energy. Then we have that reversal card with that stuck energy into that rising energy, and that rest. It was once dormant, and then the unconscious, like the collective unconscious rising, but it's giving like the energy of the lower polarities being transmuted and alchemized and transitioned into their own higher polarities of octave. And that's part of like what the ascension of Earth is. It's like his polarity, or that positive and negative spectrum, it's always a thing, and it's really in totality, it's not really separate, it's the unified whole of it. There's just different polarities of it, spectrums of it. But even that, again, transmuting, alchemizing into its higher octaves, which is how the overall frequency of Earth rises as well. Again, a healing of the collective shadow. And through that, it's a healing and rising of the collective strength. All right. 50:55 was just on the clock. Alrighty, please, through the tarot, for those who are watching, in regards to this message, what would you like to speak about or clarify? Actually, can we get some clarification, please, on the healing and the gracious receptivity, please? Those watching, healing and gracious receptivity. So we got the Nine of Pentacles. Healing within health, healing within finances. But again, this is receiving what it is that you've poured out, like a return on energy. What else, please? I'm going to speak about the dandelion healing, the gracious receptivity, and the Nine of Pentacles for those watching. Six of Pentacles. You know, it's a return on energy. The law of return coming into effect again. That came out in the last reading. Your spiritual team, the universe, God, your highest self, like your soul, being generous with you, pouring into you as well. So be receptive to receiving what it is that your spiritual team, the universe, is trying to deliver to you. Alrighty, please, for the rest and reversal and manifestia card, what do you want for those watching to know? Por favor. Not taking it to you. Just one at a time, please. For the rest, that's three. That's three. Can I get one, please? The rest, reverse of the manifestia. Just one, please. Alright, Queen of Swords. And one more, please. Clarify the Queen of Swords in regards to the rest, the reversal of the manifestia card, please. What is the message? The Queen of Cups. Sun card, top of the deck. Giving that energy of that greater awakening of that intuition, that discernment, of that feminine receptive side of it. It's also giving the energy of kind of surrendering the logical mind and like surrendering into and embracing the intuitive mind, the spiritual mind. Surrendering the logical perspective of how your manifestations need to manifest. having a good balance between the logical and the intuitive side. It's also giving the energy of surrendering the battle between the logical mind and like trusting the intuition. Trusting how you feel about things despite what the logical the mind says. Trusting what you feel beyond what you see. There. Am I supposed to talk about this? Should I talk about this? No. Okay. Is there any closing messages through the tarot in regards to the message thus far, please? That you would like to clarify on? Anything at all? Eight of Pentacles. Nice one, please. Yeah. Four of Cups. This is drawing me back to that energy of seeing your seeds grow. So in regards to for entrepreneurs, or just anything business-wise, career-wise, like seeing growth within that. Just had the thought of a leap and a bound pop within my mind. So I heard a little frog squeak over there to the left of me near this water. Fulfillment in a major goal that some of you are working on, though, especially in regards to business, whatever that means. Something's been growing. And required for a surrender to the process of the unfolding of and development of this manifestation, whatever it is, for it to bloom. Alright, please, with the Ascension Oracle cards. Card number 25, support. Ancestral, spiritual support. Alrighty, please. What's the message for the viewer through the Ascension Oracle cards at this time? Card number 7. Vulnerability is power. There's power in sharing the brilliance of the diamond, the gem that each of you are, through the healing and the surrender and the release and the shedding that you've gone through. There's inspiration. What else, please? Number 33, rise above. Again, through all that you've risen through all that you have shaped and molded and created yourself through. What else, please? Last card. Card number 11, Mind Garden. You strengthen all the different mindsets and clearing of trauma patterns and ancestral karma, past life karma, this life karma, through everything that has helped for you to change your mind, to help for you to keep yourself in a mental point to be able to rise above all that you go through. That's it. This mind garden, it's giving, again, elevation, rise above of the collective consciousness of humanity. Alright. I'm gonna get some closing messages from the Mind Info Oracle cards. And I'm gonna let you go. Enjoy the rest of your day, evening, afternoon, whenever, wherever it is that you're watching this. Alrighty, please. Closing messages, wisdom, guidance, advice. Step back. You're being asked to step back from your life in order to gain perspective. When you're too close to a situation, it can be hard to make a decision. Span out and view your life from a distance so you can get the perspective needed. And that's kind of guiding me towards that energy of like that Queen of Swords versus Queen of Cups energy, like trusting the logical mind versus the spiritual mind. Having the logical perspective versus spiritual perspective. Keep going. It may feel as though you've been on this path or journey for so long, and you may even wonder if you're making any progress towards your dreams. This message is a loving reminder for you to keep going. You're almost there. I feel like that ties into that message that we're getting about something manifesting. A seed that had previously been planted, like a harvest season. 2 cards. 1 card, please. Last card. Last card, please. Comfort. How can you bring more comfort into your life? You can increase your comfort through tangible things such as soft clothes and food, and intangible things such as thinking loving thoughts about yourself and inviting peace into your heart. Comfort. How can you ease more into the soft life, into comfort? Lighten up. Right underneath that. You're being asked to remember that life doesn't always have to be so serious. Yes, there are hard things happening. No, it's not always easy to be here on earth, but you can always find time to laugh, be silly, and have fun. It's so important that you do so. And those are the closing messages from the Mind Info Oracle card. So again, kind of just ties into what this reading has been talking about a little bit in the beginning, with surrendering into the healing journey, into receiving what it is that your soul needs, and making sure that you're tending to those needs. Where can life be easier where things are overcomplicated? In which ways can that be acquired through simple actions, mind shifts, ways of perceiving things? But all right, that is where this reading wraps up for you. I hope that this offered any guidance, wisdom, any information, the message that was meant to reach you at this time. Again, take what applies, let the rest fly. Don't try and force it. Other than that, y'all, I hope you have a great day, evening, afternoon, wherever it is that you're watching this. Hope you continue to feel blessed, know that you're loved. Connect to the animals, insects, the plants, numbers, all the signs, synchronicities that the universe, God, Mother Nature, your highest self, your soul has provided for you simply through your awareness. That being said, I will talk to you on the next one. Peace, love, later.